What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another very exciting video. In this video, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite companies in the stock market right now, and that is Alibaba. And Alibaba has had a rough time of it for the last couple of weeks, and we have seen a very interesting investor jump into the stock. Over the last 6 or so months, they have added a position and started to build out a very solid position in Alibaba. So we are going to discuss that, what it could mean for the stock going forward. And there's also something very interesting going on, because what is coming up in the next week or so is Alibaba's earnings. I do want to touch on what that could mean for the stock with how the stock price has been headed recently. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like down below. And if you want to see more videos like this one, make sure you hit that sub button. Before we jump into all of that, let's take a quick look at Alibaba's chart. So here today, they were down over 3%. If we look at the last 5 days, they were down over 5.5%. Over the last month, they are down 11.67%. And if we go out 6 months, we're actually up 10.22%. So we have seen the stock go from around $120 all the way down to $100 currently. That is over a 17% drop in just the last few weeks. So Michael Burry added a position in Alibaba to his portfolio in the fourth quarter of 2022. And not only is Burry betting big on Alibaba, he's also betting big on JD, which shows overall confidence in China and the Chinese government moving forward. So he purchased in the fourth quarter of 2022 50,000 Alibaba shares and 75,000 JD shares. And when we look at Alibaba's 6-month chart, we can see that the stock has traded from all the way down at $60 to mid-December, where it traded at $95. So Michael Burry was clearly adding below the current stock price. But one thing, with the stock being down 17%, this could present another opportunity to add more shares to his position. One interesting thing to point out about Michael Burry is he has been very against the market. He's been very short on the market for the last year or so. And overall, that's probably benefited him at times, but also with the recent run up in stocks, that has clearly had an impact on his account. And it seems like he is going through a switch in the market where he's now becoming a little bit more positive. Here we can see a tweet from Michael Burry that was posted on January 31st of 2023. So only a few weeks ago, where he said sell. And basically, this was a warning sign to investors that the market is not in a good place, and he doesn't believe that it is going to be in a good place over the next few months and maybe the next few years even. However, clearly Michael Burry still believes that there are deals out there in the market. Otherwise, he would not be adding Alibaba as a position to his overall portfolio. We can see that Alibaba over the last 5 years has not traded even close to where it is currently trading at, around $100. If we zoom out, we can see that the last time the stock has traded around this price was all the way back in 2017. And that is over 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago, is actually to the day where it traded around this stock price. However, with all of this negativity around the stock trading down over 17% in just the last few weeks, we are setting up for a very interesting earnings announcement. Earnings have been confirmed for Alibaba for Thursday, February 23rd of 2023. And we are almost a mimic of a year prior. So a year prior, we saw a reported earnings of $2.20 with an estimated earnings of $1.88. This year, we are expecting, and it's estimated, $1.89. And we will have to wait and see, but I would not be surprised if Alibaba comes in with a strong beat closer to $2. We have also seen that over the last 3 and actually 4 quarters, that Alibaba has actually beat estimates every quarter by a significant amount. And with all the negativity around Alibaba and the stock price right now, the company just needs to come in and show solid earnings. Obviously, we have seen China begin to reopen over the last few months, and hopefully that has shown a benefit in some of Alibaba's numbers, but that has only really started to progress. So we really aren't going to see those results in these earnings yet. It's going to be the next few quarters when we start seeing those results. So overall, if they can show some promise on the front end with these next results next Thursday, then they will be putting themselves in very good shape for the next few earnings announcements. With all of that said, I don't believe that Michael Burry jumping into Alibaba is going to have a huge impact on the stock. I do think it brings a little bit of hype, a little bit of attention, and obviously notoriety to Alibaba, and people may begin to notice that it is trading at a deep discount compared to where it probably should be trading. So that could be a positive, but it doesn't really change my opinion. I do want to see the company perform and see the business perform, the earnings are going to have a bigger impact, in my opinion, on the overall stock price and how it moves in the next few months. So again, do not buy a stock just because some random investor or some random guy on YouTube is talking about it. Make sure you are doing your own research, because Michael Burry, he has been wrong plenty of times before. He has obviously been right in one very notable sense with The Big Short, and The Big Short being turned into a movie. So that is important to know that, you know, these investors are normal people. They do make mistakes. Warren Buffett makes mistakes. Michael Burry makes mistakes. He was just talking about selling, you know, a few months ago, and we'll see, you know, how that plays out over to the next year or so. But never just invest just because someone else did. That is not a good tactic to use over the long term. So keep that in mind. But I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below. And if you want to see more videos like this one, make sure you hit that sub button. And as always, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day.